them slider hand tree.
Oh, hello everybody. Welcome back. It's part 2 of the Dalton Elliot Highway trip. We've got, I think we got, we should have 30 miles to go, somewhere around there. That's the old 32. So we got to make a move because we only did 16 in the last one, but it took quite a while to get out of town. Got an eye on the time, so let's try and keep it real here. And weather is improved. I've got, let's see, got the high beams on. Get the beacons going. Let's hop in here for that guy jumping out here. Oh, shoot. Should have been signaling. After I finished my burger there, I flew back down to that hilltop that we saw on the way up here and threw in some 370 gears. Should be fine for this. We'll have a better capability on the hills and be able to accelerate when we get a passing situation a little better. Now one thing that I've always noticed with these one-to-one maps that's really interesting is the fuel consumption is tailored accordingly. So say for example we're doing a base SCS or base type map in, like, you know, Mexico or whatever, and with the time scale you're using fuel at that accelerated time as well. So you drive for half an hour and you use a third of a tank of fuel. Here you drive for half an hour, you use a few gallons. Oh, you sneeze. Or not. But yeah, it's pretty neat. So now we get to have a look around. So you see what the mod maker's done here is, in order to keep them, because it's a really long map, one-to-one, there's a lot going on. It's a huge effort, you gotta admit. What's going on there? A couple trucks. What was that symbol? Shoot, might have to go back there and find out. Let's have a quick peek at the map, see what it showed. Oops. Can we get in there? Fuse truck. I think it says, or pure fuse. Push truck. Oh man, I'm gonna have to figure that out. Okay. Anyway, so instead of having to draw all kinds of scenery back there that, you know, he's just putting a hill along each side. It's kind of like what the North to the Future road extension or connector between ProMods and Alaska North to the Future did originally. There's really nothing on either side except big hill, and I think he's pushed that back. You know, it looks a lot better now, having, you know, a little distance. Now, bear in mind, this is Pinga's truck. We've got the Pizzster Rogers on there, the one with the modified poly count on it. And yeah, we're getting over 120 frames per second with this hot rod PC of mine. I mean, you can get bigger graphics cards, but not by a whole lot. This one's pretty stout. Yeah, we would have had to hit that climb at a rate of knots because she's pretty steep. Make any impression on it. Look at that guy behind us. Oh my god. That is wild. Now you see him in the mirrors, obviously. He's just way too close. So I went in and I made a copy of a existing Real Eaton Fuller transmission cast Addon. Just copied it, pasted it back in, and then renamed it went in and added Pinga to it. Because I got to make those things. I got to go and change all the names again. Because they, it says Real Eaton Fuller. Well, when you're looking in your mod studio or mod order, mod manager, and you look at the, you know, the different shingles, tiles, whatever you call them, thumbnails on the left in the manager panel, they all say Real Eaton Fuller, and then it ends, and you got to click on the information icon to go in and read it. In short of changing the icon, which you can do, I think I'm just going to go and rename them REF for Real Eaton Fuller, and then the rest of the name I have, like, you know, Ruta, Convoy 2. What else do I got? FLX K100 Dom, you know, that sort of thing. Because you can rename those, it doesn't change. I mean, they'll still work. So you can make copies of them if you don't have, like, I think Eric or Tommy was able to make a one with a bajillion trucks in it. That was pretty cool. Not a bajillion. Let's say instead of 16, maybe 30. It's just pretty neat. I forgot to ask how they did that, what they had to edit. I like it because, I mean, it's got really close to all the trucks I drive. It's just missing a few. I would like to be able to just add a few more to it and be done. Get all those other ones out of my mod folder. But that's another story for another day. I was just thinking it'd be a good idea to do a refresher tutorial on how to get this map mod set up. I should do that too. Maybe there'll be one out before you see this video. Who knows? I'm got all proactive here, and I'm making this video in the morning so I can free up the rest of the day. And as I always try and just bite off way more than I can chew, and it ends up pushing things late, and I end up doing things late, like the videos and stuff, and that's no way to live. Get out of the way while you're fresh. Downside is I'm always trying to, you know, I really like to get something new in the video instead of just rehashing where we've been. Yeah, retrashing. Maybe that's what I'm doing. Anyway, good idea to get them out of the way. Oh boy, here comes a downhill. How big is it going to be? Oh, not much. Corners. So there won't be much passing opportunity here. It's an RV. I always hated coming out upon RVs on the road. When I was driving, they were. I think they're better today. They have, for the most part, they're going to have diesel engines in them if they're that size. So like a big block Ford, Chevy, or Chrysler, and then big block gas engine. And the smaller ones all had small blocks, like, well, not all of them. Even the smaller Ford, what are they called? Class C? Or the ones with the van chassis with the overhang out the front. The Chevys, a lot of those Chevys had 350s in them. And the Chryslers had 360s, and you didn't get the 440s until you got into something like that up there. And with the Fords, the Ford ones had 460s in them. They actually went pretty good, some of them that I rented. Rented to back-to-back, and I can't remember what years it was, but we went down to Daytona Bike Week for the racing and stuff, and me and some buddies. And the first one we took down, the first year, it was 460 on a carburetor. It ran good. Like, I mean, it was pretty quick. And it was only a 24-footer. the next year we went down, rented from the same outfit, but it was a fuel injected 460, but it would have been a throttle body. It wasn't like port injection or anything. But it got, geez, 2 or 3 more miles per gallon. It was 3 feet longer, 27 footer, and it went about the same. So it was definitely a step up. And mind you, when you're renting those things, they're not that old. So it's not like they're clapped out or anything, and whatever state of tune the one on the carburetor had, you know, I don't think there was much a guy could have done to change the tune much. We didn't even look at it, we just drove it. They're a pain in the neck anyway. Let me see, when was it around that time? I think it was just a year or two before those 2 trips. I had a evening job working on a fleet of canteens. You know, those, we used to call them roach coaches. Shows up at construction sites with the food. And there was 14 of them, and I was the mechanic. And I usually work from about 4:35 till midnight. And oh my God, what a job. Jeez. Those things that come in just on the end of the hook with the ball joint broken off and the front wheel hanging off because, you know, these guys driving them kind of hard on the construction sites and stuff. And I don't know why you'd want to drive it that hard or be careful of what you hit, because all the stuff in the back of the truck must go flying. But they were those little Grumman, like the postal vans, like the 1-ton postal vans with the sliding door and the right and both sides. But yeah, they were a pain to work on, because like anytime you had to pull an engine or transmission, well, you had to take the engine and tranny out together, out the door, the right-hand door. And they just fit. Like, it's not like you got all kinds of room to get them out. And those are small block Chevys, which of course are really easy to work on. But 12 bolt diffs, I think. No, they were bigger. They were Dana's. Yeah, Dana rear axles. Yeah. Oh well. Guy's got to do what he's got to do. The guy sold his company out to a bigger one, and I was glad to see the end of that, really, to tell you the truth. But that's back when I was doing, during the day I was doing my own thing, like to a property maintenance company. So I was doing renovations on places between tenants, and I was doing some commercial property stuff like reglazing, like doing glass and windows and office partitions and door lock changes and all kinds of stuff. And then on my own, I was working on cars and plowing snow in the winter with my F-250. It was a busy time. It's character building, trying to do all that stuff and trying to get the bills paid and everything. It's because it's tough sledding. That's a lot of, you're doing a whole lot of stuff, and it's all kind of, it wasn't like any one of those things was a really good job in its own, so I needed to do a whole bunch of them. Like snow plowing, obviously, that's only a thing in the winter. The commercial property maintenance and stuff was some jobs you did for them, like you'd have to quote the job. It's not like I was working for them directly. I was contracted, so you'd have to quote a job, and man, I'm telling you, I'm the worst quoter because I'm always so optimistic and I want everybody to be happy, you know, and I wasn't ruthless at all. And, you know, some jobs probably just broke even. So, yeah, it was tough sledding. You know, things like plowing the snow and stuff, you get X amount, you know, you charge them by the hour, and you're not, you know, all you got to do is maintain your truck. So that's a given. Like, you just don't know how much snow you're going to get, but it's way better than quoting jobs. Like I say, that's my weak spot. Being too nice. Want everybody to be happy. Anyway, this is a trucking show. Don't know how I got down that path. Oh yeah, the motorhome. Jeez, that's weird. So I was saying to Pupz in a conversation on Discord that it'd be kind of fun to do a cannonball run on this road, but no traffic. Turn the traffic off, because it'd be kind of unfair. Because one guy's going to get a break with the traffic and one guy wouldn't, and just make it the road. How do you handle the road? So it'd be more like a race. Treat it like a racetrack. But, you know, you'd be in a hurry, so you're going to be going as quick as you can with it, and the goal would be not to flip it over, put it on its side, bunch of damage, have a time deduction for damage, etc., just like we did with the beer run from New York to LA. There's another one of those sites. Jeez. Definitely gonna fly back here and see what that's all about. We'll see how we do on time. What do we got left? 19 miles. So we've gone 13 miles already. That's pretty good. We'll do this whole thing in this video. And then we'll fly to one of those things and see what the heck that's all about. So I have no prior knowledge of this map. I haven't done any checking on it. I haven't looked for any tutorials or videos or anything. Somebody was asking in the comments, was that a duck with a cowboy hat on the hood of your truck? Sure is. I wonder if this map maker will get himself boned up on the AI that's available out there, and or some of the automated features in map making now that Recon was telling me about, where you can you know, you plot a long course, whatever, you define it, you say what you want there and hit go, and it's all it'll do. Put down, say if you want some kind of grass on top of this, or you want, you know, what's house bars, whatever, you can just populate stuff, kaboom. And And you think about how much map there is, though. Oof. It's a big undertaking. As when we're done this trip, we'll have a look and see what kind of distance we covered, and with a view of the overall, and just get an idea how much a map maker has to put out there for a 1-to-1. Because, you know, since I last commented and how far we had to go, we've gone 2 miles. Because it's real miles, it's real time. It says there's 25 minutes remaining in the trip. Ooh, I'm making a long video. Maybe it's calculated because we were going so slow up that hill. Had I known that, we would have taken a trip in the other direction. I don't remember a lot of downhill so far. Doing an awful lot of climbing. Still says 17 miles to go. I get a little momentum going here. We're gonna end up in the top of Mount McKinley or what? You know, just going back to those canteens and working on those things was, you know what the biggest headache was, and you're constantly messing with, because they were older, was wiring and lights. And by lights I mean in particular rear lights, and just worn out pigtail sockets and rewiring and fixing wiring and keeping the lights working. Nowadays, man, there's such good wiring products and replacement sockets and everything else. It's night and day what we had back then. Of course, the owner wasn't going to go and spend a bunch of money on high-end original equipment sockets. You get that part store off-the-shelf stuff that wasn't very good. Brakes, ball joints, greasing. I set up a maintenance schedule on based on mileage and started recording the mileage. You know, none of that was happening before I started there, and it was just fix it as it breaks. So I was kind of alarmed, and I just set up a spreadsheet where I could track the mileage and when the maintenance is due, and when maintenance is due, I would, if I didn't have things to fix, I would do maintenance on a truck. It would take like, one truck would take the 6 or 7 hours to go through everything, grease every single thing, check every single thing, and oil where necessary, diffs if required, if at that extreme mileage, transmission oil filter, engine oil filter. It's a lot of work. Nice thing about that shop, I was able to get my F250 in there, and I changed every universal joint in it, and it had, in the drivetrain, I believe there was 10, because you have one at each steering knuckle. Those are the hard ones to change. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, it has 8. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, it's one of the... Yeah, 8, because it was what they call a divorce transfer case. Like the transfer case had a drive shaft of its own to the transmission. So 3 drive shafts, 2 joints each, and then the 2 front. I don't think, yeah, none of the drive shafts were 2-piece. The rear one was real short, because the transfer case being on its own drive shaft after the transmission was quite far rearward. And I believe it was a new process, 803. Anyway, a couple of them were gone, so I changed all of them. Because winter was coming and you don't want to break down in the middle of a snowstorm. That'd be bad for customers trying to keep them. Oh, here's a hill. Ah, crap, with a corner in it. Wouldn't you know it? Followed by an uphill after we get all slowed down. Life's like that sometimes. Oh, we're catching those dudes up there. Yeah, this is a good drive, but you know, I imagine the real road in this smooth, just like ATS. You know, I wonder if I had the. Oh, you know what? Let's check that road irregularity thing or whatever the heck it's called. Road surface. What's that? Is that set to uneven surface simulation? I usually like that. Let's put it around here. We're not moving around. It's like driving on a tabletop. It's funny how this profile has all this stuff. Oh, that's right. It's a brand new profile. Yeah, right. You'll see in the video. I guess I'll have to mention that in the video, what to go check in your settings. But yeah, this is a really easy map to get going because where the dealership is in Fairbanks, and all you gotta do is drive by it, is one of the key components always with doing the when you're going to do the TSSE tool and be able to go get your modded truck and or any truck, you know, have some money in the bank and get to a dealership. Because you don't discover a dealership, you can't do that. You've got to drive by one. Then you got to do the TSSE tool to make sure you have the money to buy one. Oh, the other thing with this job map is based on the distances, the money you earn is drastically different because you're not doing the a long bomb here. We're only going 50 miles, and so it pays like a 50-mile trip in real life. So for your time spent in the game, you're not making the money you do in a SCS base game and or map. Because, oh shoot, why did I think I should have been passing these guys a long time ago? Oh, I didn't put in the pivot cam mod. Alright, just pucker factor here. Uh-oh. The other thing too, just remind me with that beeping of the that it doesn't really matter like so much if you go over and lose your truck's book miles, because hey, it's 50 miles. It's not going to change your stats any. And that's the downside to these 1-1 maps. The time you spend in them isn't really going to be contributing to your VTC. But they are fun. Now look at this stretch. Ooh, yeah, rear just in time. Not sure, I don't think I see anything there yet. That guy's hitting the brakes. He sees me out here. What about this guy? Yep. Oh, it's the feds slowing down to let me in. Yeah. I like it. Just remember, folks, this isn't real life. Yeah. Too funny. Oh, somebody commented too that it was they're doing the this map right now in the winter version. So I don't know, maybe in a week or so, or I'll do that, see what it's like. Maybe by then I'll have been, got a chance to get in here and put a few miles on and see a bit more of it. And if there's any area that's really cool that we'd really want to see, do that. I wouldn't mind seeing what's going on up towards Prudhoe Bay and how they've handled all of that. With because when you look at it, it's kind of like on Alaska North to the Future. Because you look at Prudhoe there, you've got all now with this more recent versions and updates, you've got a lot of different sites up there you can go to. It's not just where the home garage is and 5 businesses right around it. It's kind of, ooh boy, it's kind of spread out a bit. Here's a little sign. What do we got? Oh, I couldn't quite make out that, or make that out. Rest. We don't need no stinking rest. We're men on a mission. Yeah, this road is it's deceptive. Like, look at how steep that is. Oops. Yeah. Crazy. Not helping the fuel mileage out any. Or the time. Oh, we got 5 miles remaining. Excellent. Video's gonna be over half an hour, but that's fine. Speaking of the video, remember to give it a like and a thumbs up if you've enjoyed it, and also comment if you want to see the winter version. I'm not going to do it right away because I don't want to do too much of this back to back, but what's going on here? That's red. Oops. Oh, yeah, we're going uphill still. I just want to kind of sidle up here and get a green. Sure, he's going to be able to accelerate faster than we can. I noticed that last one we waited at, it was really long. I don't know if the mod maker gets to, when he's doing a map, and he puts this in here, does he get to change the time? Shoot. That's not going to go green before we get there. Oh, yeah, we just come to a stop, and there it goes. Jeez Louise. If I looked in the mirror right now, it'd say Pupz right across my forehead. Yeah, see, there's nothing off there. There's no scenery out there or anything. That big void. It's kind of a bummer, but, you know, I kind of appreciate where the guy's coming from. I don't even know, like I say, much about the map or the story on it, or is it a lone dude just working on it by himself? If it is, it's pretty good. He's done a lot. Just based on, you know, look how little we've seen of it and how much of it there is. I wonder what the length of the actual highway is. I should go on his page in the SCS forum and probably get a lot more information out of there. I should have done that first, but you know me. Full speed ahead. One of those sites. Good, that's close. We'll fly back to that one, see what that is. Three miles to go. Yeah, it's gonna be a longish video, but it's gonna be a 3 coffee video. How's that? Big left-hand turn coming up here. We did catch this guy. Oh, is it worth a shot? Nope, I don't think so. Somebody's coming. Wonder, not see anybody. Yeah, these 370 years are the ticket for this road. Still goes, you know, 75. Jeez, just when you get going. 1 mile to go. So that's 18th. Let me turn it off here. It looks like, unless that's the road going hard left. Guy behind me is going to be going, why'd you pass me back there? God dang it. I used to hate that in real life, especially with, you know, cars that do that all the time. Go ripping past you and then hit the brakes to turn left. And here I am doing it to this guy here. We'll just get over out of his way. Don't know if he'd take advantage of it. If he's even coming. No, we got far enough ahead of him. All right, we are going to the Alaska, oh, how do they spell that? Alaska Pipeline Service Company. To the pump station number 7. I've been to a lot of these pumping stations over the years when I was driving. My God. Pump stations, gas plants. This is about the most civilized road into one I've ever seen. This is like a boulevard. Wow, it's a big one. Well, bigger ones like this generally have a paved road in. So this is much more than a pumping station. This is a freaking refinery. Yeah. Hey, definitely have a paved road into something like this. It's got a, what you'd call an air of permanence. All right. Awesome. We are here. Uh-oh. Missed the last gear. What a putz. Okay. Where do you need it? Down the far end. Looks like we might be able to just drive all the way into that corner if it's... Should be... If there's that trailer back there, it's to the left of it, I think. Oh, there's a trailer right there. Something on it. Oh, maybe better go around this way. Uh-oh. Don't have that view. Got this view. There's a trailer right there. We're on this side of it. Yeah, right. We can drive right down to the end. Skip parking. How'd I do that? Uh-oh. Oh, did I turn too tight? I think so. Oh no, we're all right. It's good. All right. We done did it. Well, let's get this load off and find out what that push thing is. I don't know if that's a service where you can get a push truck behind you. If so, in the winter version, when we do it, we'll find out. Oh, what's all this? Oh, we got fragile cargo. We can add that to there. Cool. Okay, drive. And, oh, what's happening here? What the heck is going on? Oh, here we go. Phew, that was weird. Okay, so we want to, oh, what's going on here? Let's go here. Bring the map up here. See how far, there's that push thing or whatever it is. That away. Get over there. Got a trailer on, so we'll swing around. Oh, we're a little high off the ground. Boom. Oh, what's this? The Elliot Highway Formers Globe Creek 20 minutes, $150. It's like a sky ferry. Elliot Highway 40 mile. Is there a real life ferry? No. Wow, where did we end up? Where were we? Sent us back down the road. Look at that. It's like a sky ferry thing. I wonder how many of those there are on here. And what's the symbol again? Push truck. Huh. But I mean, look how much there is here. Oh my God. Imagine how. Okay, so we just went from there to there, 2 videos. And there's so much more. And here's looks like a hidden road there. They give you the hint that it's there. Look how long it take to drive this thing. Wow. That is crazy. I would like to do, God, it just goes on and on. I was just going to say I'd like to do Coldfoot to here in a live stream, but I don't even think that would be a 3-day live stream. My God. Okay, well, we'll wrap this up. Thanks for following along, guys. As always, really appreciate you, and appreciate you just taking the time out of your day to watch some of this stuff I do. And if you've enjoyed it, give her a thumbs up and a like. And as I say, it helps the old algorithm. So we'll see how that works out. So take care. We'll catch you on the next one, and bye for now.
Sleight of hand tricks.